We serve under Narottam Das Thakur also. He is one of our Acharya in the disciplic succession. And he said, the servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we all here also serve under the servant of the servant of the servant of the. He started everything from Srila Prabhupada and down the line, all the way from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are serving our higher senior devotees, and then we keep on going. So Gopi Bharatu Pad Kamalayor Das Dasano Das. It says Gopi Bharatur Pad Kamalayor. So Gopi Bharatur is Krishna. And so from his servant to the servant to the servant, this is one vidhi. And before we serve him, we take the permission of all the Sakhis. You see that? With the permission of all the Sakhis headed by Visakha, Lalita and Visakha, I'll serve the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. So you can't go very near to the president unless you please the secretaries around it, and other people who are in charge. So Lalita, Visakha, there are Sakhis, headed by Radharani. So we have to take their permission to serve Sri Krishna and Radha. So here also Narottam Das Thakur, one topmost Acharya who has taught us this Vaishnavism to us, he is talking, and he is saying that I serve under all these servants of the servants of the servants. So this is a beautiful song, and whenever you have a time you should sing it. It is available to you, and you can feel that pleasure inside your heart. And our Vikrami Prabhu, he sings it very blissfully, so it was a wonderful song. Thank you, everyone. So every Saturday we talk a little bit Srimad Bhagavatam. So we will also talk a little bit today. And currently we are talking from Canto 5, Chapter 5, and it is the teachings of Lord Sri Vrishabhdev Maharaj, who is also Krishna himself. He is a part of a Krishna. He is a part, incarnation of Krishna. Why is an incarnation of Krishna? Because he is a son of King Nabi, and my mother's name is Meru Devi, right? So Meru Devi, and they had a big sacrifice to get the son just like you, Krishna. They said, I wanted the son just like you. So Krishna is only one, right? There cannot be two Krishnas, right? So Krishna says that I am only one, but I will have my part, my incarnation. I will take a birth in the womb of Meru Devi. So that is Vrishabhdev Maharaj, and he himself is a Gruhastha, the householder, just like us, and his teachings are completely on the householder basis. As Bharat Maharaj, his 100 sons headed by Bharat Maharaj, they are topmost spiritualist, and he's giving these teachings to Bharat Maharaj and his brothers, 100 of them. One of them, he called, although they are topmost, although they are renunciates, they are still they put this teaching through their sons, because this is for us, so we can learn. So the topmost learning he taught us was in text number 10 and 13, which I repeat almost every other week here. And he called his sons and he said, "Oh my sons, you should accept a highly elevated Paramahans, a spiritually advanced spiritual master." You see. So we all have accepted here who come to Iskcon, join the Iskcon, or who are favorable to the Iskcon philosophy. They accept Srila Prabhupada as their eminent Siksha Guru, means teacher, This is the Guru, means spiritual master. He's our Siksha Guru. He teaches us, how to live this Krishna conscious life. That's what it is. And how we can gradually advance into our spiritual life. Because we cannot just stay in one place and do the same thing. No, we have to move on. That's why this Iskcon is called movement. We keep on moving, And in spiritual life also we have to progress, What is the use of I come here every day in the temple, or every Saturday I hear Srimad Bhagavatam, every Sunday I hear Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and then I come here again on every Saturday and Sunday, and again on every Saturday, and there is no change in me. No, there should be some changes. We have to make. That's why he said, "Oh my sons, you should accept a highly elevated Paramahans, a spiritually advanced spiritual master." If we don't advance, if we sit in one place, that is called waste of time. Srama eva hi kevalam. Srimad Bhagavatam says that it's only srama eva, fruitless labor is called, if you don't advance and keep on hearing all this. In this way, you should place your faith and love in me. That is Rishabdev Maharaj, that is Krishna himself. He's saying that by accepting the spiritual master, you are putting the faith in me, because he's a Siksha Guru, he's Guru from outside, and Krishna is Guru from inside, right? He's a Chaitya Guru, and he's Siksha Guru. So in this way, you should place your faith and love in me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You should detest sense gratification and tolerate the duality of pleasure and pain, which are like the seasonal change of summer and winter. So he says that we should make a break into sense gratification. We shouldn't go all out to satisfy our senses, but make a little bit break, detest, that it's not going to help us. You should feel like it's very, very bitter, the sense gratification. Try to realize the miserable condition of living entities who are miserable even in the higher planetary system. Normally, the teachings is for us in a normal course of life is that if you go to heaven, you are happy. That's the teaching. Right? But here Srimad Bhagavatam reveals to us that it's not that. You cannot be stagnant at the heaven. There is something more than heaven. That's why Rishabdev Maharaj, Krishna himself is quoting this to us. Try to realize the miserable condition of living entities who are miserable in the higher planetary system too. We know about that, right? We know that, about Arjun tree and how they were into the lake and they got cursed, what's their name, those two boys? Kuber's son. Nal Kuber and Manigrav, right? They were in a higher planetary systems. They were in the lake bathing with all those apsaras there. And then they got into a problem, and Narad cursed them. They have to come back as a tree into this material world. So we can see that the miserable condition is everywhere, As long as you are in a material world, then it's going to be like. And most of the planetary system, even the Brahmalok where Lord Brahma lives, it's also destroyable. At the end of this millennium, when everything goes, Brahmalok also goes. So up to Brahmalok, we all keep on learning that there are 7 planetary system up and 7 planetary system down, right? So Swarglok is right above us, Bhurvuvah Swaha Tat Savitu Varenyam. We always sing that one. You should detest, so it says, try to realize the miserable condition. And further, and he says, then undergo all kinds of austerities and penances for the sake of devotional service. And in the first teaching, first slok, Rishabdev Maharaj is saying, Nayam deho de bhajan kastan kaman arhati vidbhujam ye. Tapo divyam yena suddhayet brahma sokhyam stu anantam. First slok of the teaching. He said we shouldn't waste our life just like our dogs and hogs who are eating stool, We should put a break. Tapo divyam putraka yena suddhayet brahma sokhyam stu anantam. He says you should perform austerities and penances for the sake of devotional service, We should quit some of the thing. And by quitting, by letting it go, Prabhupada explained that we are voluntarily accepting hardship. That's called penances and austerities. Voluntarily accepting hardship. Something which we really love it, but we don't want to do it because I want to join with Krishna's devotional service. This is called austerity. So Krishna himself is telling, then undergo all kind of austerities and penances for the sake of devotion. Give up the endeavor for sense gratification and engage in service of the Lord. Lord is himself, Rishabhdev Maharaj. And we should let the sense gratification go, satisfying our sense all the time. Listen to the discussion about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We should come, we should hear, we should study books, just like Srimad Bhagavatam. There are so many of them. I sometimes wonder, by the time I finish my life, would I be able to finish all these scriptures? So many of them, given by such an authentic authors. Srila Prabhupada himself has written Srimad Bhagavatam to read 18,000 slokas. If you read one slok per day with the purport and everything, think of it. How many days? 18,000 days. And 365 days in a year. So you divide 18,000 divided by 365. How many days, how many years it will take to finish one time? Just Srimad Bhagavatam. Then there is a Chaitanya Charitamrita. There is also so many. And then Srimad Bhagavad Gita is just like Prabhupada say, ABCD of the spiritual knowledge. Just the basic, what touch, what Bhagavad Gita is. So how long it will take us, We cannot just listen to this bhajan by Narottam Das Thakur and say, I want to serve Radha Krishna. No, you have to go through all these. That is penances and austerities. And we have ability to do that. This manusya janma paya Radha Krishna na bhajaya janiya suniya bishakhainu. Knowingly drinking the poison, we have taken this body of human beings, and we don't drink, we don't know anything about Radha Krishna, don't do any service to Radha Krishna, is just like drinking the poison, knowingly. That's what we know that. So he said that give up enmity and subdue anger and lamentation. Because we are always lamenting, we are always getting angry, and we are always have a lot of enmity inside us. So we can do that. He is explaining to us that Srila Prabhupada explained to all the acharyas, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra itself can do everything for us. So if we can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This only one mantra can do everything. Take away the enmity, subdue the anger, subdue the lamentation. That's what it is. Just chanting Hare Krishna. How powerful this mantra could be. And it can develop the love inside our heart. The love inside our heart is already inbuilt. It's in a dormant for Krishna and Radharani. Is there already. But it has to be fan, because it's in a dormant situation, it's almost extinguished. And so if you light up another light, and then there will be a big fire. So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra do that job. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also tells us the same thing, that Cheto Darpan Marjam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanan. There is a forest fire going inside our heart, with this anger, this enmity, lamentation, so many vices inside there. And that is that Mahadavagni, big fire. And we can subdue that fire by Cheto Darpan Marjanam. We can clean up with this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It has been recommended for us. Abundant identifying the self with the body and the home, and practice reading the revealed scriptures. This is where aham mameti, me and mine, everything. We are relating our body with everything we possess. He said, this is mine. This is my family, this is my house, this is my job, everything we relate. So this is the biggest thing. And you can only do that by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You can come to that platform that I am not this body, but I am a spirit soul, and my function is to serve Krishna. That you can only come to that position. Abundant identifying the self with the body and the home, and practice reading the revealed scriptures. These scriptures we read is not written. It is revealed to us, It's not somebody wrote it, no. Krishna gave first these scriptures. First was revealed to Lord Brahma. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavayo. Very many millions of years ago, Lord Brahma didn't know how to do tapa, So he went through this austerity for 1,000 years, And at that time he heard the word tapa. He was going into a dark, up and down, he didn't know. He was the only one, And at that time, Krishna gave this knowledge, revealed this knowledge in his heart, That's why it says that all these, our acharyas also, these are revealed to them, all this knowledge has been, So these scriptures are also revealed, So this Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, you cannot write these scriptures. Prabhupada tells us, I don't know how, he keep on reading these scriptures himself. And he says that I cannot write this, And he wrote it, So, and then he says that, further we go, live in a secluded place and practice the process by which you can completely control your life, air and mind and senses. This is previously. We can't do that anymore. We cannot go into a secluded place. In this world you won't find a secluded place anymore, right? There are so many disturbances everywhere. So it's best to go to the temple and chant Hare Krishna. Have full faith in revealed scriptures, the Vedic literatures, and always observe celibacy. So we always have to have a faith in the scriptures, in the system, this route which has been chalked for us to go back to Godhead. We have to have a faith. Faith is where everything starts. Desire and the faith that, okay, I want to go to this Krishna Lok, that's where the desire. And then you have to have a faith in these revealed scriptures, that this must be the place. I should read it, and it's given here, the map is given how to go back. And that's what. Why we want to go back? Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Janma Mrityu Jaravyadi Dukkha Dosanu Darsanam. Because there is so much of a problem here, this. So our Rupa Goswami asked to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that why these miseries are coming on my head although I don't want it. We don't want these miseries on us, right? We keep on saying, I don't want it. Why it's coming. We don't know why it's coming. We try to fix it. It's like sometimes we keep on try to, treat the symptoms only, right? The symptoms are, you can see and say, okay, I just take care. But you have to go to the root of the disease, And we got the disease. What's the name of the disease? Bhavarog. Rog means the disease, and bhav is to become. Right? That's the disease we have. We keep on coming here. We're not breaking this cycle. Although we know Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Dukh is very miserable, to take a birth and to die and to get old and to get disease is very, very miserable condition. But we always think that that's other people's problem. We don't think it's our problem. That's how we always feel. And we say, okay, he's getting old, he's getting disease, he's dying, not me. So that's how we've been avoiding, to find the cure for these symptoms we got. So here it says that have full faith in the revealed scriptures, and always observe celibacy. Perform your prescribed duties and avoid unnecessary talk. Gramya katha no more. How does they say in Bengali?
Gramya katha na bolive, gramya katha na sunive.
Gramya katha na bolive, gramya katha na sunive. That means you don't speak nonsense and you don't hear nonsense. And then if they speak and hear, when you speak and hear, you just keep your ears closed and don't hear it. That's what it is. And always observe, perform your prescribed duties and avoid unnecessary talks, always thinking of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If we keep on doing unnecessary talk, then we invite the trouble. Right? Prabhupada gives an example that this frog, during the rainy season, he comes out. If he sit nicely on the water and don't make a noise, he won't get into trouble. But he keep on making big noise, and who does he attract? Snake, right? And he get gobbled by the snake right away. But if he did not make that noise, then he would not have got into trouble. Similarly, we also, a lot of the time, Prabhupada also gives this example that till we speak, then we are a nice person. So we want to be a nice person, so we shouldn't talk too much. Always thinking of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We always want to connect ourselves in every activity to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. More and more you can engage into the activity, less and less you will be getting engaged in other stuff. That's for sure. It's given, It's practically proven that if we can chant Hare Krishna, this is what the thing is. This is what the prescribed duties is. You get up early in the morning, take a bathing, stop doing that, taking shower at night time. A lot of people are recommending in United States that it's better to take shower at night. It is recommended for us by the scriptures that we should get up early in the morning and we should take shower, bathe. But for those who are very, very interested in going spiritual life further, they even take more bath 3 times, That's why, So we should take a bath and then we should chant Hare Krishna. Recommended is 16 rounds right now. The way these situations are, actually 32 per day, which take 4 hours, But currently Prabhupada has discounted us. And he say you can do only 16. And, so at least we should do 16 rounds a day, and follow these 4 principles. No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex. That means you don't have to have illicit relationship. Prabhupada always says, if you want to be a brahmachari, and if you cannot observe the celibacy, at the end you can get married. There is no problems. You can get married, and legally you can live a gruhastha life, and you can still get Krishna's service. You can get engaged into the devotional service very, very nicely, and you can mature it, in that. So we can always do that. And then at the end he says, thus practicing bhakti yoga, personally acquire knowledge from the right source. That's also very important for all of us, right? We don't want to, Prabhupada gives the example that if we want to reach our mail to the right person, then you have to put your letter into official mailbox, right? We look for it. Is it United States of America, US Postal Service? Then only we put it. We don't put it any box they put it, then it may not go to the right place or right person you want it to do. So the right source is very, very important for all of us, So right source in the sense is the scriptures, these acharyas, they are linked all the way to Krishna. Krishna tells in 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita that Arjun, I have given this knowledge to the sun god many, many years ago, and I am telling you this today because you are a Bhakta and you are my friend. That's the reason I am telling you this. Otherwise I wouldn't tell you. This secret, transcendental knowledge, which here also transcendental teaching by Rushabdev Maharaj. This is the whole sum and substance Rushabdev Maharaj is telling us, that if we follow. So the right source we have to find, and I believe, I bet you that this is the right source, this is the right place. Srila Prabhupada is the right personality who can lead us, back to Godhead. He said, you chant Hare Krishna with me, you will be liberated. You don't have to come back and get into the disease condition again, So the right source is the right scriptures, the right knowledge, and the right parampara, the disciplic succession through which this knowledge has come. Because this is an intact knowledge all the way from Krishna. which Krishna told Arjun many, many years ago. And then he gave this knowledge to Lord Brahma many, many years ago, And it's a revealed knowledge by Krishna in a process of descending, not ascending. There is some places you will find ascending, what you wanted to say about it, what you think, Human beings, they cannot be thinking. They cannot. Because there is Prabhupada explained that because those who are a material body, they have 4 defects. Do you know what 4 defects are? They are always prone to make mistakes. They are always has a prone to cheat others. Right? So there are 4 of them total. There are 4 things, So, and then they have imperfect senses, And the example Prabhupada gave is that you look at the sun and it looks like a disc. But is it a disc? So how is that? Because your eye couldn't see all the way. You don't have a 1,000 time power. It's your inability as a human. So anything written by the humans has this defective thing in it. And if it is a defective, then eventually you get also defective knowledge, defective everything, right? So we should be very, very careful. Prabhupada says that the milk touched by the snake is poison. If you have somebody reading the same Srimad Bhagavad Gita and same Srimad Bhagavatam, which is you hear, or if you try to follow, a lot of people tell us, hey, I heard this, I have a Srimad Bhagavatam at home. It's only 1 volume, I have Bhagavad Gita, which is, maybe this is Srila Prabhupada wrote his own opinion, It's not that, Srila Prabhupada has not written his own opinion. This is completely given to us through this disciplic succession, And so this is a very, very pure knowledge. Thus practicing, so acquire knowledge from the right source. Knowledge is very important, right? If you don't know things, then you cannot follow, So associate with the devotees, that is also recommended, in prescribed duties, Because if you associate with the right person, then you progress faster. If you don't associate with the right person, then again, there's an obstacle for you, Because common man's job, common man on the street, what will he do? He says, let's go to the casino and play this slot machine. That's what he'll tell you. Yesterday I won $1,200. Just one time I put it in there. And you say, yes? Yeah, you want to try today? Then you go one day. Like that. So you have to associate with the right person. It's very important. We keep on hearing, right? If you are in a smoking man's company, you will start smoking, no matter what, We always tell our children too, that they are so much, they have an influence of their people in the class, classmates, they don't listen to you. We say, this field you are working on is not good, you tell them, right? So he says, okay, no dad, this is the very, very nice, all my classmates, they are doing the same thing. I want to do the same thing. And eventually, if you find out that he has a degree which don't even give him a job anywhere, but he did it because all his classmates did it, because that's the influence, They are persuaded, they think that that's the right thing. So we have to have a right association, And so there are so many things in that. You observe the Ekadasi is fasting, then you read the scriptures, and then you associate with the devotees. This way you cultivate your spiritual life, And then you have complete different pleasure, blissful life, and you can ask those who are following this, completely. So here it says that at the end, Prusabdev Maharaj said, thus practicing Bhakti Yoga, you will patiently and enthusiastically be elevated in knowledge and will be able to give up the false ego. That's this by performing this Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting, eventually what happens, you start feeling that I am not this body and my function is not to serve all these people around me, but my function is to serve Krishna. Krishna is the root of everything. If you pour, Prabhupada gives, and it's also given in Srimad Bhagavatam, that if you pour the water at the root of the tree, then the leaves, the twigs, the branches, everybody get nourished. It's very difficult to swallow sometime, right? That how is that I just do Krishna and that's it, But it is very practical, By doing this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is pouring the water at the root of the tree. That's what it is all about. So that's what we have to chant Hare Krishna. And this is called Bhakti Yoga, There are so many yogas has been discussed in Bhagavad Gita, correct? We know Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, all these different yogas. That has been also described by Krishna. And Arjuna has been denying it. He said that it's very difficult for me to, control my mind. Krishna, what shall I do? Is as bad as difficult as controlling the wind. He says that in Bhagavad Gita. So he said, Krishna says abhyasana only. By doing abhyas, by studying in association with the devotees, you can control your mind. Abhyas and practice. You have to practice. When we were little, our mother, father and our teacher hold our hand and say, this is one, right? And then how many times we do it? One, and one again, and then one again, and one again. And then we tell teacher, I already learned. I said, no, you do it again. And he says, the next day you come and you do the same thing again, right? And then we start saying, I already know, But then teachers still tell you, no. Tomorrow also you do 100 times again and bring it to the school, right? So we've been taught this to repeat, that we can repeat and we can become perfect. Then that same one will be so nice, and everybody say, oh, how wonderfully and nicely you done. Same thing here also. Practice, we have to repeat. And if we can repeat, we can master the art of going back to Godhead. That's what it is all about. And this is called Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga means that this is the easiest yoga. As the other yogas are very, very difficult. Jnana Yoga is also very, very difficult. Krishna says to Arjun in Bhagavad Gita, he said that Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanvan Mam Prapadyan. After many births, you keep on going and he says, what is this? What is this? What is this? Neti. Not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this. So finally you come to the conclusion that Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. He said, very, very difficult, very few people, who will say Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. Krishna is the only one who is saying that there is no authority above me. I am the highest, Asama Urdhva, Asama, there is nobody equal to and there is nobody above me. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So this Bhakti Yoga is a very, very simple and very easy to do. That's why we are doing Bhakti Yoga here. Chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is called Bhakti Yoga. You directly connect. As soon as you speak Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, you are on that platform, spiritual platform, and you're connected with Krishna right away. But you have to stay on that platform. Right? As soon as you don't chant, you are on material platform. So you chant and chant and chant, although we can't, but we have to chant, right? This is what's going on. So that's Bhakti Yoga is recommended for us because in this age, this is called a very iron age, And in this age, it's very difficult to do other yogas, You cannot sit properly because your back start hurting immediately. After 10-15 minutes, it said hurting. How can you concentrate for Krishna, right? So this chanting the holy name is recommended for us, so that it is very, very easy. Prabhupada narrates us and say that it's just like an elevator, Boom, you are on the 11th floor without any problems. But these other yogas is a step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When would I reach to 14? We keep on waiting, And then you get so tired, sometimes you quit, that I don't want to go further because I am tired. So this is a very, very easy, because this is Iron Age. It is recommended for us. And it's recommended not by just us we are speaking or Srila Prabhupada. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also brought this mantra, for us to chant in this kind of atmosphere of Kali Yuga, And previously also Sukadeva Goswami recommended to us that if you chant, because it's very, very Iron Age, there are so many faults, Sukadeva Goswami tell Pariksit Maharaj that but there is asti eko mahan guna. There is one very good quality, Kirtan adi Krishnasya mukta sangha param rajit. By just chanting the holy name of Krishna, you can go back to Godhead. And no more disease, no more old age, no more death, and no more birth. That's what we want to do. And that's why we are here for. So he said that Bhakti Yoga, you will patiently and enthusiastically be elevated in knowledge and will be able to give up the false ego. Because on the false ego platform, we are currently, there is a true ego and there is a false ego, right? There are two kinds of ego. What is the false ego? False ego is, I am this body. And what is the true ego? That I am the servant. Jivera Swarupa Nitya Krishna Das. Nitya means eternally we are a servant of Krishna. But we have been forgotten. We've forgotten. And now I think that I am the boss. That's what I'm thinking. I do everything, I am the one. You hear your friends say, if it's not me, this would not have happened. Right? We always say that to our friends too, and they say, if it would have been me, you would not have been here. We hear that too. So this is false ego, because we are bodily platform, And once you go from this bodily platform to the Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na sochati na kangsati sama sarve bhutesu mad bhakti labate param. You come to that platform where you see no more lamentation, no more hankering for things. A Brahma Bhuta platform where you believe that your only function is to serve Krishna. That's the platform you come to. And at that point, you will be able to serve Krishna after that. You have to go to that platform first, Brahma Bhuta platform. And then your devotional service starts. So that's what here. So these are a very, very good Srimad Bhagavatam. Text is 10 to 13, 5.10.13. So these are 5.5, 10 to 13, text is, which is recommended for all of us. We should read every single day. That way we know that we are in touch with what Rishabhdev Maharaj wanted us to do. He was a Grihastha himself, and he wanted us to follow. And as I was reading previously too, that eventually Rishabhdev Maharaj keep on going, and he becomes Avadut, means he did not have any bodily attachments or anything that is bodily level. He did not know. He was above that. He was on a Brahmabhut platform in material world. That's why people were throwing rock at him, they were throwing stuff at him. He will keep on walking in the villages and everywhere. and he has no, he did not know what is materially good or bad. He did not know. He was in that platform, and at the end, before we it says, this is Sukadeva Goswami speaking at the end in the last sloka, in text 35. He said that, O King Pariksit, just to show all the yogis the mystic process, Lord Rushabdev, the partial expansion of Lord Krishna, performed wonderful activities. Actually, he was the master of liberation and was fully absorbed in transcendental bliss, which increased a thousandfold. Excuse me. Lord Krishna, Vasudev, the son of Vasudev, is the original source of Lord Rushabdev. Therefore, no difference in their constitution, and consequently, Lord Rushabdev awakened the loving symptoms of crying, laughing, and shivering. He was always absorbed in transcendental love. Due to this, all mystic powers automatically approach him, such as the ability to travel in outer space at the speed of mind, to appear and disappear, to enter the bodies of others, and to see things far, far away. Although he could do all this, he did not exercise these powers. So Lord Rushabdev, at the end, this was his actually situation, that he was, because he wanted to teach his sons and us all as a Gruhastha, how he transitioned from Gruhastha to the Brahmabhut platform, And in that, he did not know what was going on around him, and he has all the yogic power came to him. You see yogic power? So Prabhupada even quote that in this today's world, there are some people who can ability to have yogic powers. Even in today's world, they master this yogic process and they get some ability, So Prabhupada says that you can produce a little gold and call yourself a Bhagavan, but that's the misuse of the power given to you by Krishna, So you can never be, remember, in Vaishnavism, with our philosophy, you can never be a god, There are some philosophy out there, he say Atma so Paramatma, you can become God, you can never be God. That's like a suicide, spiritual suicide if you start thinking in that direction. You can never be a God, So, because remember, you are being created, you see. And it is said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Eklo Krishna Iswara, Eklo Krishna or Sab Bhrutya. Only Krishna is the only one. Everybody else is under him. Everybody. Everybody means everybody. You take anybody, nobody is above Krishna. Even you take Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Ganesh, you name it, You may have a lot of faith in Ganesh, but power gets from Lord Krishna, it says in Brahma Samhita. Lord Shiva, there is no difference between Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna. It's only a difference of milk and a curd. Just a little bit of a touch of this sourness, that's it. So these are the things there. So you have to come to this unalloyed belief that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and no other but can be. Krishna is the only one. That we should have it in our then you can progress in our spiritual life. Then you can do this. So at the end, Pariksit Maharaj also become very, very on a Brahmabhut platform, and he gets all these powers, but he doesn't use any of those powers, these Vedic, these siddhis, Anima, Lagrima, all those siddhis, he doesn't use. So that completes our chapter 5 here, and then we will be reading chapter 6 next week, and that will be the activities of Lord Rushabdev further, like what really Lord Rushabdev does. So that is our goal. So hopefully this explains a little bit what Rushabdev Maharaj wanted us to learn from this chapter 5, and we can make a little bit of a change in our life, just a little, because that way we can gradually further ourselves in our spiritual lives. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any question or comment related to this topic? No? Okay, thank you very much. We will go for prasadam. You can go to the cafeteria. We usually offer prasad after 8 o'clock in the cafeteria. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.